This is a continuation of Chapter 1, Lesson 4, ratio tables. We did a worksheet today, front and back, and some of the problems were done in class, and I'll go over some of the ones that we didn't do in class. So number 2 says baseball cards. Justin bought 40 packs of baseball cards for a discounted price of $64. If he sells 10 packs of baseball cards to a friend at cost, how much should he charge? So first we want to, the top, fill in those boxes. So we have 10, 20, and 30. So 10 packs, 20 packs, 30 packs, and 40 packs. Now I look at the 40 and I say, how do I change my 40 to a 10? And of course you're going to divide by 4. So when I divide 64 by 4, I'm going to get $16. Now the other boxes, 10 times 2 is 20, so 16 times 2 is 32. 10 times 3 is 30, so 16 times 3 is 48. But the answer that we're looking for is $16. Number 3 says a soup recipe that yields 12 cups of soup calls for 28 ounces of beef broth. How many ounces of beef broth do you need to make 18 cups of the soup? So we have 12 and 18, or 12 cups and 28 ounces of beef broth, and we want to know how many ounces of beef broth we need for 18 cups. So I need to first reduce 12 and 18. So I need to think of a number that goes into both 12 and 18. And 4 goes into both numbers. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 28 divided by 4 is 7. Next, I want to change my 3 and get it into become an 8. In 18. So 3 times what number equals 18? And that would be 6. So I have to do 7 times 6 to get 42. Number 4, at a dog shelter, a 24-pound of dog food will feed 36 dogs a day. How many dogs would you expect to feed with a 16-pound bag of food? I need to check the 24 and 36 first, and I need to reduce that. So what number goes into both 24 and 36? And that would be 6. So 24 divided by 6 is 4, and 36 divided by 6 is 6. Now in order to get that 4 back to a 16, I had to multiply. So 4 times what equals 16? And that would be 4. So I have to multiply 6 times 4 to get 24. So the answer is 24 dogs can be fed with 16 pounds of dog food. Number 1, 2, and 5 we did in class together. So if they don't have any work down or don't understand it, they should have been watching me as I was going over it with them in class. So let's take a look at the second page. For this side, we did number 1 and 4 in class. Number 6, I wrote the table for them and got them started. And number 5 from last night's homework, which was page 52, would have helped them, page 43 from Tuesday's homework would have helped them for number 6, but I did get them started on number 6. So let's take a look at number 2. The bookstore bought 160 copies of a book from the publisher for $4,000. If the store gives away 2 books, how much money will it lose? So we have to divide and shorten and reduce 4,000 and 16. So let's just look at the 4 and the 16. What number goes into both 4 and 16? And the answer would be 4. So I can divide 4 divided by 4 and 16 divided by 4. And 4 divided by 4 is 1. And 16 divided by 4 is 4. But I'm not dividing these by, the number is not 4 and 16, it's 4,160. So I just need to add my 2 zeros because 4,000 divided by 4 is 100. And 160 divided by 4 is 40. So now I need to see, how do I reduce 40 to 2? What do I divide 40 by to get 2? And the answer is 20. 40 divided by 20 is 2. And actually this is 1,000, sorry. And 1,000 divided by 20 is going to be 50. So the answer is $50. Number 3, an ostrich can run at a rate of 50 miles in 60 minutes. At this rate, how long would it take an ostrich to run 15 miles? Well, I'm going to reduce because I cannot change 50 to 15. 15 does not go into 15, so I need to divide and reduce 50 over 60. So what number goes into both 50 and 60? That would be 10. And 50 divided by 10 is 5. And 60 divided by 10 is 6. Now I can change 5 into 15 by multiplying it by 3. And 6 times 3 is 18. So it would take an ostrich 18 minutes to run 15 miles. And the last one we'll do is number 5. If 10 miles is about 16 kilometers and the distance between 2 towns is 45 miles, use a ratio table to find the distance between the towns in kilometers. Explain your reasoning. I'm not worried about them explaining it, but I would like them to show me a table. So if we have 10 miles in 16 kilometers, and we want to know, this is miles and this is kilometers, and we want to know the distance between 2 towns is 45 miles. Use a ratio table to find the distance between the 2 towns. So I cannot change 10 into 45. So I need to reduce 10 and 16. So I need to find a number that goes into both. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. And 16 divided by 2 is 8. Now I can scale. I scaled back. Now I'm going to scale forward and multiply. So changing a 5 to a 45, I have to multiply this by 9, which means I have to do 8 times 9 to get 72. So again, we did some few problems in class together, and I just went over all the problems that we did not do in class. So hopefully they look over this and bring it completed tomorrow. Thank you.